Enjoying yourselves? Have you turned out here for something special? I can't hear you. Are you here for something special? Absolutely. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fly past at around, is it 10 to 2? Yes? That'll be something special. I can't wait to see that myself. I'm here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to give you a bit of an update on where we stand in the war. I've come all the way from Parliament. Give you a speech that I gave 82 years ago this very month. And I think if you listen to the words, and if you think closely to where we stand in Europe right at this minute, you'll see that those words are very relevant even to this day, 82 years after they were spoken by my good self. We have before us an ordeal of the most grievous kind. We have before us many long months of struggle and of suffering. You ask, what is our policy? I can say it is to wage war by sea, land and air, to wage war against a monstrous tyranny never surpassed in the dark, limitable catalogue of human crime. That is our policy. You ask, what is our aim? I can answer in one word. It is victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory however long and hard the road may be. For without victory, there is no survival. Let that be realized. No survival for the British Empire. No survival for all the urges and impulses of the ages. The mankind may move forward towards its goal. But I take up my task with buoyancy and hope. I'm sure our cause is not to suffer, to fail amongst men. At this time, I feel entitled to ask the aid of all. And so I say, come then, let us go forward together with our united strengths. Even though large tracts of Europe may fall into the hands of the Gestapo and all the odious apparatus of Nazi rule, we shall not flag or fail. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with great confidence and great strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. And even if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or a large part of it was subjugated and starving, then our empire beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, would carry on the struggle until in God's good time, the new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the aid and the liberation of the old. What General Vagar called the Battle of France is over. I expect the Battle of Britain is about to begin. Upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. Upon it depends our own British life and the long continuity of our institutions and empire. Very soon, the whole fury and might of the enemy will be turned on us. Hitler knows he will have to break us in this island or lose the war. If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be free, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, asunder uplands. But if we fail, then the whole world, including the United States, including all that we've known and cared for, will sink into the abyss of a new dark age, made more sinister and perhaps more protracted by the lights of perverted science. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duties, and so bear ourselves that, if the British Empire and its Commonwealth lasts for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour. God bless their majesties. Advance Britannia. Long live the cause of freedom. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me great pleasure to welcome to the microphone my General in charge of the 8th Army, General Bernard Lee Montgomery. Ladies and gentlemen, the General.
Yeah, go. I'm General Bernard Law Montgomery, in charge of 21st Army Group, and this is the speech I laid out on the 5th of June 1944, prior to what became known as D-Day. The time has come to deal the enemy a terrific blow in Western Europe. The blow will be struck by the combined sea, land and air forces of the Allies, together constituting a great Allied team under the supreme command of General Eisenhower. On the eve of this great adventure, I send my best wishes to every soldier in the Allied team. To us is given the honour of striking a blow for freedom which will live in history. And in better days that lie ahead, men will speak with pride of our doings. We have a great and a righteous cause. Let us pray that the Lord mighty in battle will go forth with our armies, and that his special providence will aid us in the struggle. I want every soldier to know that I have complete confidence in the successful outcome of the operations that we are now about to begin. With stout hearts and with enthusiasm for the contest, let us go forward to victory. And as we enter the battle, let us recall the words of a famous soldier spoken many years ago. He either fears his fate too much, or his deserts are small, who dare not put it to the touch, to win or lose it all. Good luck to each one of you, and good hunting on the mainland of Europe. Thank you.